Kylian Mbappe has finally told PSG that he's going to be leaving this summer. It was kind of an open secret to the world.
Kylian Mbappe has told PSG that he will be leaving the club. Look, it's been a sort of open secret that Kylian Mbappe was going to leave in the summer.
But his agent, I think, David Ultimate, has finally made it official that he'll be leaving by the end of the season.
He will leave PSG at the end of the season. Is this just something that we inevitably already knew, Nico?
Kylian Mbappe's time in Ligue 1 has finally hit its ceiling, my nigga. I mean, let's be real, my nigga. He's won everything. Except for the Champions League, though. So when the news broke down to PSG that he's not going to re-sign his contract, let's be real, we all knew that shit was going to happen. But now PSG are facing a tough choice. Do they want to sell their star or risk losing him for nothing? But the main question is, where will Kylian Mbappe go? Exploring Kylian Mbappe's future, we've shifted through his realistic options to see where he could truly shine. This is purely on the fit on the field. We're setting aside the weather he might mind in Manchester, if the thoughts in Manchester aren't as good as the thoughts in goddamn Real Madrid, and even if a club can't even afford him, my nigga, we're just basically going off, you know what I'm saying, where he would fit the best in Europe. Simple. Let's talk about Real Madrid first. Real Madrid has had its eyes on Mbappe for a while, especially now that they're on the hunt for a new striker after Karim Benzema has went to Saudi Arabia for that money. Florentino Perez, Real Madrid's president, has even hinted at Mbappe being a target, saying, but not for this year. Which I don't get, my nigga. Should have been got this nigga. Though that was before rumors of PSG possibly being open to sell a surface, with Real Madrid gearing up for a major team overhaul, snugging Mbappe could be the golden ticket. Real shit. And let's not even forget about the Real Madrid girls and the good weather and shit. Like, nigga, who wouldn't want to play for Madrid? Come on, going to the club with you, going to the club with Camavinga and Tutti Mane, busting it down to, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on now. Who wouldn't want to go to Madrid? He's the type of player that Real Madrid would love to bring in. He's at the top of his game, and also considering the fact that Karim Benzema scored damn near a quarter of Real Madrid's goals last season, they need a player at his caliber. Let's be real. Benzema, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. With a nigga like Jude in the back, nigga, that's a front three right there. That's the VMR, nigga. The VMR, that shit hard. Vinicius Jr. is the central to Real Madrid's attack. With 43% of the plays coming from the left, adding Kylian Mbappe would add diversity to their attack, and it would also relieve some stress on my boy Vinicius. Looking at Kylian Mbappe's stats from last season, Player Radar 2 reveals his exceptional link-up play, even outperforming Benzema's 56 successful layouts, ranking him 6th in Europe's top leagues. Unlike Benzema, Mbappe combines his playmaking with explosive speed to disturb defenses after laying off the ball, enhancing his threat in the penalty area. This skill could especially be valuable for Real Madrid in European matches, fitting well with their counter-attack approach. Finding someone to step into Benzema's shoes at Real Madrid is a tall order. But if there's anyone who could just not fill them, but even outshine them, it's Kylian Mbappe. He would slot into the lineup like it was made for him. The next option has to be, I'm sorry, y'all are not gonna want to hear this, but it's Manchester City, my nigga. They got the guap and the thoughts. And let's be real, why wouldn't City not go for him? Yes, they do have Haaland, but that doesn't matter. Why wouldn't they not go for Mbappe? You could always be a better team. Sorry, Doku, you might have to hit the bench. Yep, the bench. Pep Guardiola's team just pulled off a treble, and it's hard to think how you could make that squad even better. But there's no chance they're just sitting back thinking they've got it all figured out for the next season. Now, bringing in Kylian Mbappe sounds like a no-brainer to boost any team, right? But here's the thing. Here is the thing. He might not be the best fit for City. Sure, they've spent the last couple years turning Jack Grealish into an incredible left winger, and Erling Haaland That guy's been scoring like it's going out of style, my nigga, since he's arrived, my nigga. So the left winger and striker positions are pretty much locked down, right? And with City, you've got Grealish and Haaland who don't really fit on the right either. Bringing Mbappe into the mix would throw a wrench in City's attacking dynamics, calling for a major strategy overhaul. Sure, Guardiola is all about keeping the team on its toes and avoiding complacency, but this could be stirring the pot a bit too much. The third option is Manchester United. Sorry, I can't really say it with like a straight face because it's Man, you be like, fuck, fam. If Mbappe really decided to join Eric Ten Hag and them, he would be a problem from the get-go. Last season, only Chelsea and Everton fell short of their expected goals more than United, missing out on over 10 goals from their chances. United got Bruno Fernandes, a top playmaker who led the Premier League in creating chances from open play. And they even just brought in Mason Mount to boost in their creativity. Still, they are on the lookout for a striker to complete the puzzle. I wouldn't really say striker, I'll say more left winger, cause that nigga Hoyland is starting to tee up and shit. Mbappe could be the missing piece to elevate Manchester United's attack. What is your review on this? Fernandes has been a through ball machine this season, leading the Premier League with 35, 7 more than anybody else. Picture those passes to Mbappe instead of Rashford, my nigga. Mbappe instead of Rashford. Man United could be going back to their glory days if they got Mbappe though. Rashford and Sancho might find their growth stunted. With Mbappe on the team, he would be the main man, kind of leaving Rashford in the same position as like a Sancho and Anthony, if you get what I mean. The impact that he would have on the team would be too much for a team like Manchester United to just give up. With deep pockets, with Chelsea's owner Tom Bowley and Pochettino, a manager who's already coached Mbappe, Chelsea doesn't seem to, you know what I mean, be out of the race too, I guess. Given the team's wealth of creative talent, a striker like Kylian Mbappe for Chelsea would be a luxury. But not only a luxury, it would be necessary. Having his pace and his exceptional finishing is literally what Chelsea need. Kylian Mbappe, I believe that they would be one of the most fierce, they would have one of the most fierce attacking lines in Europe. Pochettino's style of play has evolved quite a bit since his days Espanyol, Southampton, and Tottenham. Their intensity might have been dialed down a bit, but he's still keen on strong press, especially now that he's steering the ship at Chelsea. Here's a little nugget for you. Last season, only Everton and Wolves managed to score fewer goals from high turnovers than Chelsea, who only bagged 2. Pochettino's definitely looking to beat that up. During Pochettino's full season with PSG, where they snagged the Ligue 1 title, they were the top dogs for winning the ball back in the attacking third. Guess who was leading the charge for them? Yup, no less, Kylian Mbappe. He wasn't just about goals and assists. Mbappe won the ball back 29 times high up the pitch, placing him 5th across the whole league for that stat. This season wasn't just good for PSG, but it was also Mbappe's personal best goal involvement season. Mbappe had 28 goals and 17 assists that season. So why does it matter for Chelsea if Pochettino can harness that same energy and strategy at Chelsea and maybe, just maybe, bring Mbappe into the fold? We could see a real shift in their attack, to be honest. What do you think? Could Mbappe be the missing piece to elevate Chelsea's press under Pochettino? Would his high energy goal scoring threat transform Chelsea into Premier League frontrunners again? Pochettino has a talent for maximizing Mbappe's skill, both in possession and in the defensive efforts. It's well known that Tom Bowley and Chelsea's leadership team are open to making big investments in their attack. Given this, the possibility of bringing Mbappe seems likely. With the history of Pochettino's effective use of Mbappe and Chelsea's willingness to spend on top tier talent, this potential has a significant development. Where do y'all think Mbappe is gonna go? Do you think he's gonna stay, go to City, go to Madrid, which I personally think he's gonna go to, or maybe even go to Chelsea? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I love you ass niggas later, man.